Well, Jack Doherty, the popular streamer, got robbed for $300,000 in jewelry on Rodeo Drive, of all places. You've been to
that's how
Rodeo,
it
I'm
happened.
sure.
Huh?
I'm sure you've been to Rodeo.
Many times.
Exactly. You know how safe it is. Supposedly.
Yeah, but that's how. So if a person is going out to rob, they're thinking like, all right, we're gonna go catch people where they're gonna be lacking the most. Places like that where you think is super, super duper safe. And for the most part it is. It ain't really too much friction happening over there, but come on, like, it could happen anywhere, anytime.
Yeah, he had a bodyguard with him.
And what he do?
Well, apparently what happened was the bodyguard actually talked about it afterwards. A car pulled up and a bunch of dudes jumped out. And he like tackled one or two of them, but then one of them pulled out a gun, so he was like, okay.
So he don't got a gun?
See, that's the weird part. I'm not sure. I don't see the point of having a non-armed security guard.
Yeah, that
I've never had one.
Yeah,
I've never had one.
Yeah.
Unless we're going into a place where they don't allow
where you don't allow
guns.
you, but I need you to have that fire. Check this out. Maybe he was with it, but
Or maybe he just didn't want to shoot right there on Rodeo Drive.
I don't know.
I mean, I wouldn't hire that bodyguard afterwards. And this is a big 6'9" looking dude, like.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't say, but yeah, that don't make no sense.
I mean, listen, I had heard of a situation. This was a couple of years back where there was like a jeweler that was just having lunch on Rodeo, like one of those outside the Italian restaurants. He had a big Richard Mille watch on.
Yeah.
They jumped out, went to go grab the watch. Someone tried to resist. They got shot. They ran off with the watch. Now, a few months later, they all got caught. I would be surprised if everyone didn't get caught. Because, you know, when you drive into Beverly Hills, there's a big sign that says,
cameras and all that over there.
There's a sign when you drive into Beverly Hills that says, police drone presence.
Yeah, it's just.
There are drones legally circling around watching you. There are cameras in every store. They're gonna follow that car to wherever it goes.
Right. When you're hungry enough, you don't think about none of that.
You don't think about
take
that.
a chance. So I would say that, niggas will try anything, anywhere, if they hungry enough.
Yeah, and look, me and you were talking about this for the interview. If you're gonna have any type of jewelry on, I'm not talking about $1,000 watch. I'm talking about, an AP, a presidential, big chains and so forth. Do not leave the house without being insured.
Right.
Like right now, I'm between insurance companies. This is why you've seen all these interviews with me, and I'm not wearing my watches. I'm not taking them. I have them in a bank somewhere. You see what I'm saying? Like, when do you hear of a bank get robbed and people go into safety deposit boxes and so forth?
You got it in a safety deposit box in the bank?
Yes. My watches are pretty safe there, right? Like all my watches are in a safety deposit box in some bank somewhere in case someone wants to start clearing the dock. But until my insurance kicks in, it's supposed to kick in a couple of months. No, not in a couple of months, a couple of days. I just haven't been wearing my watches. Because my thing is, why take the risk?
So he was insured?
I don't know. But when you're insured, I feel like when you see these dudes get robbed and they end up dying in the process, most times it's because they kind of resist the robbery.
Yeah.
Am I right? PNB Rock, Pop Smoke. That's what I heard in both cases. Both cases I heard there was a level of resistance.
Yeah, I don't know. The Pop Smoke shit, I'm not sure. I'm not the Pop Smoke, the PNB. I just heard that he just was like not moving fast enough or something. I don't know.
You rob me, if you pull out a gun on me, now if there's no gun, then I'll try to protect my shit. But I'm saying, like, if you pull out a gun on me.
You wouldn't try the person with the gun?
No, absolutely not, 100%. You get the drop on me, you have a pistol, you can have it, my insurance company will pay me back at the end.
Yeah, I've been in
I'm gonna have to file a police report and everything else like that. If you get caught, you get caught. You're obviously taking a risk for armed robbery. That's on you. I don't have a problem cooperating against somebody who robbed me. Right?
You let us know that many times.
I'm letting you know that right now.